Well, tell me
Yeah.
about, like, why did you think to put that content out there on TikTok? Like, what drove you to do it?
Yeah, it's funny because I've always, and this is the segue, right? Because I felt like in HR, um, I wanted a bit of a break from obviously we deal a lot with people,
Mm-hmm.
and they are a little bit when you're dealing with people in the HR space. Yes, you celebrate. There are people that are happy to get their salary reviews, happy to get their promotions. You're coaching
Mm-hmm.
them and you see them succeed. But majority of the time, people really offload a lot of the issues that they have, whether it's within their business or whether it's personally, and that's fine.
Yeah.
It's part and parcel of the job.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it was like coming into the social media space. I did marketing as well in university, so I did marketing and HR as my major. It
Okay.
was something that gave me energy. I felt like when I was creating social media content, and I started as a mum blogger actually. So I was doing
Ah.
blogs with my kids and my
Mm-hmm.
family. I was doing it with my husband, and I was like kind of social media marketing him. Like, so
Mm-hmm.
I would post content, and then people would contact us and sponsorships for certain products that were specific to dads. And so that kind of where it came out. And then TikTok had come out in March or 2019.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a mum blog on TikTok, and we were doing a
Ah.
lot of TikToks that was very related to parents and
Mm-hmm.
parenthood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I thought, let me just try one, because I always think it's so funny in HR when you go into like a work event and you kind of get a little bit tipsy and you think, actually, it's time for me to go.
Go.
And I thought, okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's a really funny one. Let me try
Uh-huh.
this one. And then I'll just call it People in Culture Collective, because I want to create a community. And I think you'll resonate with this, Julie.
Yes.
I want it to be just for HR people. I want them to come
Mm-hmm.
on here and see it and think it's funny and that no one else will get it. And then I
Yes.
posted one. It didn't really go anywhere. It was like whatever. So a few people
Mm-hmm.
liked it. And then the second one, and then I spoke about a manager in high turnover. And it was, and then that was the one that went kind of a little, and I thought, okay, there's something here. Let me
Yes.
try. Let me continue.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And you definitely have done a great job at pushing that content out. What helps you to just like keep going? So like, I know for me, as putting content out there, it has its challenges. Some days you feel creative, some days you don't.
oh,
Um,
totally.
what's your how do you keep going? Like, what helps you? What's your thought process behind putting out the content as
Yeah.
well?
I actually like it's strange maybe, and I think maybe for you it's the same, because I think it's when you feel like it. I think
Mm-hmm.
when you take away the fun out of that, then it
Exactly.
becomes a job, right?
Yes.
And that's the thing. You're supposed to be doing something. I think the more you take it away for the fact that it's a chore, I
Mm-hmm.
think then if I feel that the inspiration is not there, I don't force myself and I take a bit of a break.
Yes.
On the flip side, though, because I do feel that you always have to make an extra effort. If I feel like I haven't created content and I'm not feeling the inspiration for days, and I think that,
Mm-hmm.
okay, well, you need to maintain momentum, and there are people out there that not relying on you, but people that enjoy that
Enjoy
content
that
as well.
content. Mm-hmm.
So I just make, I don't make myself, but I just sit in front of my kind of my setup,
Right.
and then I have saved sounds. So what I do is
Mm-hmm.
I listen to those sounds, I get myself ready. I listen to those sounds and I just create content without any kind of thought process behind it. I'm just
Yes.
using the sounds. And
Right.
then when I feel inspired, I have 5 or 6 sounds that are trending at the moment. And then when
Mm-hmm.
I feel that inspiration, I go, let me look at my drafts, and then the content comes.
Yes.
So you just have to force yourself to do the trending sounds for me on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
And then the inspiration comes later, whether I'm going for a walk, I start thinking about the sound that I made, and then I'm thinking, how does that relate back? And so it allows me to have more thinking time, as opposed to if
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there, it's very frustrating. I've also tried that, to think, okay, I
Yes.
need to create the content and then know the content. And it's actually sometimes it doesn't flow as easily. So
It
you need to give
doesn't.
yourself that time. Yeah.
Yeah.